Hi everyone. Okay, today we are going to study projectile 2D motion. Uh, Here you can see this is in your Cambridge physics syllabus and for the maths and edexo syllabus maths and even local syllabus physics also we have to study projectile. Right here you can see 2D projectile. Before this one, we studied the one direction upward motion or downward direction motion. So we took the under gravity acceleration g equal 9.8 or 10 ms minus 2. So one direction only we studied. This is the 2D. 2D means specific two directions. Okay. 2D projectile. When a particle is projected with speed u at an angle alpha to the horizontal, at an, you can see here, this is the horizontal one, this is the vertical one, angle alpha to the horizontal, it will move along a symmetric curve. Symmetric curve means actually is a parabola path. This path parabola, this is called parabola path. This point is the maximum height. This is the maximum height. So this is the projection point. Okay, this is the initial speed u with horizontal alpha. So before you start this calculation, you have to find out initial speed component. We get this is x direction. Horizontal velocity component is u cos alpha. Always angle side component is cos alpha. So other side, I marked this angle. I told you I marked angle. So vertical side, initial component is u sin alpha. Okay. Then another important right here, the u is speed of projection. U is the initial speed u is called the speed of projection. Speed of projection of the particle. The angle alpha is called the angle of projection. Okay. Here u is speed of projection. Alpha is angle of projection or angle of elevation. Okay, angle of elevation of the particle. The initial velocity of the projectile can be resolved into two components. I told you this is horizontal component u cos alpha, vertical component u sin alpha. You know, horizontal to vertical is 90 degree, right? The vertical motion of the projectile is motion with constant acceleration g equal 9.8 ms minus 2. You can use the constant acceleration formula what we studied in textbook. We studied there are 5 equations. One is total displacement equal u plus v divided by 2 into t, and v equal u plus at, final velocity equal initial velocity plus acceleration into time, and s equal ut plus half at square, and v square equal u square plus 2as. Okay, if you know final velocity also, you can write s equal vt minus half at square. This is initial speed, this is final one. Okay, all five we studied. Here you have to, when you use these equations, you have to tell the direction, because displacement is vector quantity, acceleration also vector quantity, right? Here now okay, this is the theory. Now we can use this whole equation to projectile calculations, right? When you use this is called the distance from the point from which particle was projected. The distance, see again, the distance from the point from which the particle was projected, this projected point O, okay, to the point where it strikes the horizontal plane is called, this point is called, this distance, this until from here to here, the horizontal distance called range. Okay, let's say some letter, okay, m. O to m is the range, and the greatest height I marked here, h, right? Now the time of the particle takes to move with its point of projection, to the point where it sticks the horizontal plane is called time of flight. From here, starting time, this is the finishing point. So let's say T, capital T, that is called time of flight. Capital T is time of flight. Okay, this what we have to know, the basic in projectile, 2D projectile. Okay, let me show that example. Okay, see the question number 1. Right, this is the question number 1. A particle P is projected from a point O on a horizontal plane with speed 28 ms-1 and with an angle of elevation 30 degree. After projection, the particle moves freely under gravity until it strikes the plane at a point O. So at a point A, find the greatest height above the plane. Reached by P. Fine. Okay. So now I'm going to write the answers. First, you have to figure out what a particle P is projected from a point A or point O. Okay. So, right here to here. Right, it's horizontal one. Okay. So this is the point O. This is the initial speed that given place with 28 ms-1. You can see here this is the initial speed. Okay. I can write U equal to 28 given, and with an angle of elevation. Here, angle of elevation 30 degree. They are given. So this is given 30 degree. We took alpha, so you can 30 degree. After projection, the particle moves freely under gravity until it strikes the plane at a point A. So okay, same level. Find the greatest height above the plane. This is the plane. Okay, this is the horizontal plane. Okay, reached by P. This is the particle P. Okay, they are asking find the greatest height. Yeah, this is the maximum point, greatest height H. Right. So we know initial horizontal component we can find out. I told you horizontal initial component 28 cos 30. So you can find out 28 cos 30. It will come 28 cos 30 root 3 by 2. So 28 over 2, 14 root 3. 14 root 3. It will come 24.24. Okay, 24.24. Yeah, 24 meter. Second minus 1. And vertical upwards component. You 28 sine 30. We know sine 30 half. So 28 and a half, 14 meter second minus 1. In Cambridge distance, Excel, you can use the calculator. Right. Ux, Uy, 28 sine 30, 14 numbers minus 1. Okay, fine. Now, the greatest height above the plane reached by P. So from here to here, I can tell O will mark O to, you can mark O to N, right? Greatest height, maximum point, okay. O to N. So Roman 1, from from position O to N, from O to N, I'm using vertically upwards. V square equal U square plus 2AX. Why? Because here you can see after the projection, the particle moves freely under gravity. Freely under gravity means this is from O to A, freely under gravity. We can use the acceleration minus 9.8. Why? I'm using vertically upwards direction. So that's why I wrote V square equal U square plus 2AX. Okay, fine. So I'm using from O to N. So that don't forget always in projectile maximum height. The maximum height position, only vertical component is 0. Vertical component, velocity of vertical component will be 0. Horizontal component, constant. Don't confuse, okay? Horizontal component, always Ux, 24.24. It doesn't change. Why? 24.24. It will be 0. Maximum position. Here, this is maximum point. Vertical speed, velocity of component vertically will be 0. Okay, because we know from O to N it will go when it moves the gravity acceleration. Okay, we know we scan gravity acceleration when it used horizontally. Gravity acceleration becomes 0. you know g cos 90. G cos 90 is 0 now because it's always acting downwards direction plus g. So when it use horizontal, you know this component 90 degrees. So g cos 90 becomes 0. That's all. Okay, fine. Here, right. So we take use plus 2as, guys. Okay, I told you this component only. I'm taking horizontal component. If you use this direction, think only horizontal, vertical component. Only vertical component 0. U is already we found 14 square plus 2 into acceleration minus 9.8 into 9.8 or 10. So 9.8 into s is maximum height h. So you can simplify this one. So here 14 square and 196. Okay, then h becomes 196 over 2 into 9.8. It will come 196 over 9.8. It's 2 times 98. Yeah, it's 10 divided by 2. 14 square 196. Yeah, 196. It will come 10 meter. 10 meter is the maximum height. Okay, this is the maximum height we found, 10 meter. This is 10 meter. Next one, Roman 2, the time of flight of P, time of flight O to A, right? So time of flight, I can write here. Yeah. So I can mark ux is 24.24, ux is 24.24, and uy 14. Uy, you can write it down. U5 is 14. So I need these two values, right? The Roman 2, students, the Roman 2, the time of flight of P. So from O to A, can you tell what is this final displacement? O from O to A, final displacement, final resultant displacement. Okay, 0. Displacement is 0. When you consider vertical direction, horizontal direction O to A, that is called range. So O to A, vertical displacement 0. Okay, so we can find time easily. What's the equation? S equal ut plus half a t square. S we know. S is 0. Yeah, horizontal. When we consider vertical upwards, final displacement is 0. U or vertical displacement component 14. T take t. T equals 0 here. T equals capital T. Okay, right. 14t plus half into acceleration minus 9.81 into t square. Okay, into t square. This is, you can say, quadratic equation, but t not equal to 0 no? Always. So you can divide it both side t, then it will come 0 again. 0 equal 14 minus half into minus 4.90 square. 1 decimal now. 4.90 square. So 4.90. Then t equal 14 over 4.19. It will come around 14 divided by 2.9. Around 2.9. Around 2.9 seconds. Okay, this is Roman 2. Roman 3, the distance OA. The Roman 3, the distance OA. The distance OA. That's called range, no? I told you range. So easy. You know the time. So use the equation horizontally S equal ut plus half a t square. But half a t square becomes 0. Why? This becomes 0. Why? Because this direction acceleration 0. Acceleration 0. Okay. So S equal ut only from O to A. O to A. Like this is from O to A I used. This is from O to A. S equal to half a t square. S is the range. The distance OA. Equal range. That's u how much? Horizontal direction u how much? This one now. Ux 24.24. 24.24 multiply. What is the total time? Total time is 2.9. So 24.24 into 2.9. It will come around 24.2.9. It will come 69.28. Around 69.28 meter. So this is the first question. Okay, this video we studied how to find the latest height above the plane of reached above the plane. Okay, the Roman to the time of flight, the total distance. Then question number 2, 3, 4. We can try the further calculation.